welcome to this year's National Honor Society induction. If you could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm Lindsay Mina. I'm the National Honor Society sponsor. To start us off, I would like to introduce Miss Kristin and she will welcome you and talk to our new members.
Students and proud parents. Inductees, tonight you are being recognized as a person worthy of admission into National Honor Society. Far more subtle than that. It can be a quiet act of kindness or bravery. Whether highly visible or barely noticeable, leadership always requires stepping up. You need to have the moral courage to do something others don't think of doing, don't dare of doing, or aren't willing to sacrifice the time and energy to do so. On behalf of the school, I thank you for your willingness to be a leader. Service is the second characteristic that you demonstrated to gain access to a chair on the stage tonight. You have distinguished yourself as a person who looks beyond your personal needs and fulfillment, who recognizes the critical importance of serving others, and who leads in the mission to positively impact our school, community, and world. To truly serve is to put the needs of others in front of your own needs, even if no one else knows it. We thank you for being a person who values service and for making contributions to RB and the community. Of all this, the most impressive to us is the fact that you were judged so highly in terms of your character, the final qualification for NHS. When you pause to think about it, this might be the first time in your life that you have seen such a direct connection between how your character is viewed by others and an accomplishment that you achieved. It might have been somewhat of a scary experience to think about a school full of staff members reading your name on a list of those with your peers and making a judgment about your character. You may have wondered how the adults in your world really viewed you. Tonight, you have found out that current and former teachers, sponsors, and coaches see you as a person who upholds ethical principles and who treats others with the dignity and respect that they deserve. You are viewed as a person of integrity, someone who holds true to your values regardless of who is watching or who is paying attention. Congratulations on this accomplishment. While this might be the first time in your life that you have seen a direct connection between how your character is viewed by others and achievement, it certainly won't be the last. But remember, your character isn't static. It isn't something to cross off your list as a task that you have completed. Quite the contrary, you build your character each and every day by the decisions that you make. By its essence, your character is ever-changing and frequently under assault, being challenged by tough choices and moral dilemmas. Throughout your life, you will be judged on your character, perhaps not in such a structured, formal manner, but how people view your character and how you live out your values will translate broadly into your reputation and specifically the opportunities people will afford you socially and professionally. And you will soon learn, in order for you to remain a member of NHS, this esteemed organization and our school will continue to require you to uphold the 6 pillars of character counts. Therefore, it is critically important that you build upon the work you have done thus far with your character and continue to make good ethical decisions. I'm going to share a story that was told to me because it made a strong impression and reminds me of what's important in my life. Commander Charles Plum, a U.S. Navy Academy graduate, was a jet fighter pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was hit and destroyed by a surface-to-air missile. Commander Plum ejected and parachuted into enemy hands. He was captured and spent 6 years in a communist Vietnamese prison. He survived the ordeal and now lectures on lessons learned from that experience. One day when Plum and his wife were sitting in a restaurant in Kansas City, the man about 2 tables away kept looking at him. Commander Plum didn't recognize him. Eventually, the man stood up and walked over to his table, pointed his finger at his face, and said, "You're Captain Plum. You flew the jet fighters in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier, the Kitty Hawk. You were shot down and parachuted into enemy hands." "How in the world did you know all of that?" Commander Plum asked. The man replied, "Because I packed your parachute." Commander Plum gasped in surprise, staggered to his feet, and held out a very grateful hand of thanks. The man shook his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Commander Plum assured him, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." "Let me ask you a question," Commander Plum said. "Do you keep track of all the parachutes that you pack?" "No," he responded. "It's enough gratification for me to know that I have served." Commander Plum couldn't sleep that night, thinking about that man. He said, "I kept wondering what he might have looked like in a Navy uniform. I wondered how many times I might have passed by him on the board of Kitty Hawk. I wondered how many times I might have seen him and not ever said good morning, or how are you, or anything, because you see, I was a fighter pilot and he was just a sailor." Commander Plum thought of the many hours the sailors had spent on that long wooden table on the ship, folding the silks of each chute, holding in his hands each time the life of someone he didn't know. Now when Commander Plum speaks to audiences, he always asks, "Who packs your parachute?" Everyone has someone who provides what they need to make it through the day. Commander Plum makes sure to point out to people that he needed many kinds of parachutes when his plane was shot down over enemy territory. He needed his physical parachute, his mental parachute, his emotional parachute, and his spiritual parachute. He called on all of these supports before reaching safety. Personally, I like this story because Commander Plum's experience is a powerful reminder to all of us to be thankful for those people in our lives who helped contribute to our success and our survival. Who are the special people in your life who provide you the encouragement you need when times are challenging, when the tests and projects are mounting up, when your friends or maybe even your family have let you down? Who pushes you to be the best person you can be and won't let you off without being held accountable, or makes you defend your ideas and explain your reasoning? My guess is that some of these people are in the auditorium tonight helping you celebrate your accomplishment, or they're on the stage earning the recognition alongside of you. These are the people who help you be your personal and ethical best. But the real power of this story for me is that there might be some people around us who help improve the quality of our lives, and there might be people that we've never stopped and take much notice of. I hope this story has inspired you, like it has me, to take notice of the quiet, strong individuals you encounter who, like the modest sailor, have improved your life in some way. As you walk through your life, you may recognize all of the people who pack your parachute, and here's the key. Take the time and effort to thank them. Your life will be richer for it if you do. In conclusion, while tonight is about recognition and reward, you will soon discover that your NHS membership has expectations attached to it as well. You have been selected because you have demonstrated competence and heart, along with the promise of future accomplishments. I extend my deepest congratulations to each and every one of our soon-to-be NHS members and their families. Thank you.
Who will be reading to you this evening. First, you heard from Vidas Kolbis, and he did the Pledge of Allegiance. Next school year, he'll be attending the University of Illinois and studying engineering. The first speaker that you'll hear from is Claire Bullnell. She'll be studying at Fordham University and is undecided in her major. Then you will hear from Olivia Novak about leadership, and she is undecided so far, and she'll be studying biochemistry. Next, we have, speaking about service, Kristin Tomasek, and she will most likely be studying at Tufts University, and will be studying English vocal performance. Then Caroline Wass will speak about character, and she is undecided where she'll attend, but she is going to study engineering. And then finally, Claire Wilson, who will be attending either Purdue or Loyola, and studying bio-pre-med, will lead the new members in the oath of membership. So first, Claire Bullnell will come up to speak about scholarship.
The gold candle of scholarship furnishes the light by which we read the past and also the light which illuminates the future. Without such a light, people perish. He is richest who most fully gathers to himself all that ages have stored away for him, and thus he has the greatest reservoir from which he may draw to enrich his own life and the lives of others. Scholarship is within reach of everyone, but it may not be had for the asking. He who desires it must earn it by putting forth faithful effort, which, however, is never lost, but is returned with interest 1,000-fold. The purple candle symbolizes leadership. Leadership is that power of personality which marks the road to success and guides others to it. The call to leadership is being sent out more than ever today, for we know that the health and power of a nation are useless without the guidance of wise leaders. To answer that call, one must develop within himself the qualities useful to humanity: courage, sincerity, unselfishness, patience, generosity. It is thus that the self-mastered man becomes a master of men.
The red candle represents service to the nation, the community, the home, the school, and the individual. Service is the golden rule of those who labor to give others the joys that illuminate their own lives. By service, you may carry happiness, comfort, and peace into the lives of many where there has been nothing but sadness, misery, and unrest. There's not only a duty to be performed, but a joy to be found in ministering to the needs of others. As Teddy Roosevelt said in his inaugural address, much has been given to us, and much will be expected from us. We have duties to others and to ourselves, and we can shirk neither.
The white candle is symbolic of strength of mind, resoluteness, independence, and the endurance necessary in choosing the principles and motives that control one's life. Character is more than reputation. It is greater than career. It is a man's best capital. It is measured not only by words and deeds, but quite as much by what you are when you are alone with your thoughts. Character may not be merely dreamed of, but must be built by hard work and tireless effort. Scholarship may make a man a selfish recluse. Service may make him vain and proud. Leadership may make him domineering. But character will make him the richest man in all the universe. Not rich with gold that corrupts, but rich with virtue that lasts through all time. A beautiful character is uplifting in heart and mind, the highest ideal of all.
The ideals of National Honor Society have been explained to you. If you desire to assume the responsibility of upholding these standards, you will now be given the privilege of taking the pledge of membership.
Please stand and repeat after me. On my honor, as a member of the Elizabeth Niederberger chapter of the National Honor Society, I will do my best to uphold the ideals of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. I will be fair and square in my dealings with all. I will serve without thoughts of personal glory.
Riverside Brookfield Township High School National Honor Society welcomes you as members and hopes you will redouble your efforts to be worthy of the honor for which you have received. For all acts of loyalty and service will reflect honor and credit upon both you and your school and community. As a constant reminder of the ideals for which the society stands, we have a pin. Ms. Matana will award the pin to you. Academic success is, of course, the first criteria for induction into the National Honor Society, but equally important is the contribution each student makes to the high school community. Through involvement in sports and activities, it is the involvement which clearly demonstrates the qualities of leadership, service, and character. When they were considered for membership in National Honor Society, your students completed an application. In that application, we asked each of our new members to describe one activity that was significant to his or her years at Riverside Brookfield High School. These activities are as diverse and unique as the students themselves. As I introduce each new member, I will state the activity that was most significant to each student. Sam Abatacola, Best Buddies. Janae Dabney, J. Kyle Gray Branch. Annabelle Daly, Gay Straight Alliance. Gia Marie De Stefano, Softball. Christopher Detloff, Chess Team. Nina Dornbos, Tennis. Vegan Dorsey, Soccer. Maura Dunn, Madrigals. Trisha Fay, Girl Scouts. Ashley Ferguson, Young Life.